Is Angelo Leah. This is going to be a really tight basketball game between these two teams. St. Joe's small team likes to use its quickness, and also Barrie, a big team that also plays quick.
Yeah, exactly, Al. We've got two teams that are going to push the ball up the floor, I think. It's going to be an up-tempo, fast-paced game, and it's going to be interesting to see how St. Joe's is able to handle the big men of Barrie, Neil Lumsden and Mark Cotton particularly.
Lumsden, I think, has to have a big game right here. Cotton's been fairly steady in this tournament, but Lumsden's been up and down, has had one good game, one bad game. If he can put it together tonight, I think Barrie's probably in a better shape to win this one.
Yeah, well, St. Joe's wasn't favored against Timmins High. They came out and beat up an emotionally charged team. You've got to figure that they have a lot of momentum right now, and they've won the close games. Barrie North has had a couple of easy games, relatively easy to get here, and once the play gets tight, if it's a close game, that could go into St. Joseph's favor.
You think the same thing might happen, that St. Joe's had a couple of close games against Timmins High? TH did not really have a close game until they met St. Joe's. You think the same thing might happen?
Well, we don't know. I mean, it could happen here, but I really expect it to be a close game, and I think Barrie's played a lot of close games, so they have a height advantage, and height does make up for a lot when it comes to that type of thing.
St. Joe's, though, they've got a really good point guard in John Lopez. He impressive. Now we're going to go down to the player introductions with Mark Delage.
This contest features, with a record of 34-10, the St. Joseph's High School Lasers going up against, with a record of 39-10, the Barrie North Collegiate Vikings. Introducing the 9 starters for St. Joseph's, wearing number 10, Mike Floresca. Number 12, Imad Zaran. Number 14, Sean Barron. Number 20, Brian Sullivan.
We'll change on the fly.
Number 30, Matt Adams. Number 34, Carmelo Graceffa. Number 35, Jerry Zacharia. Number 40, Jaco Morik. And number 42, Sean Abella. The non-starters for Barrie North. Number 34, Luke Bassing. From Thunder Bay, Marino Mahausovic. And from Kingston, Mr. Charlie Pester. Good luck.
And we're back right here. No surprise these two teams are in the final. Barrie North expected to be here, and they said their goal to come into this tournament was to win it. And for St. Joe's, the SWOSA champion has won the last 5 OFSAAs, so this is no surprise.
Yeah, both teams are excellent, well coached, good fundamentals on both teams. The players know how to play the game, and I think we're in for a very exciting game.
The records are also comparable for St. Joseph's, 34-10, Barrie North 39-10. This is going to be an outstanding game. Sit back and watch it right here on Cable 12. This is going to be a classic, I think. Getting ready here for the tap. Picked up, Barrie picks it up. It's Payne with the ball, rolling in. Cotton comes up, takes the shot, and puts it in. 2-0 in favor of Barrie right off the tap.
Yeah, they started quickly in every game and gotten an easy 2 on the tap.
Now it's picked up right here. Tom Prescalo up with the ball. Prescalo in now to Belenzano.
There you see Barrie. They're in their traditional 2-3 defense right now.
Starting up here, and it's Glanopoulos up with the ball. Prescalo. Now there's a long shot coming out. That's a good shot from outside from Glanopoulos.
Already we see something a little different for St. Joe's and Timmins High. They've thrown the ball into the post. The defense is sagged, and then the ball went outside for the outside shot.
In and out play right there. We've got a foul on this one, as it's going to be on St. Joe's. And that's something, difference between the game they had with TH and so far they've shown against Barrie. What other differences do you think we can expect to see from St. Joe's?
Well, from St. Joe's, I think they're going to play a little bit of zone here.
Up, counted and put on the board. Good one right there as Chris Lumsden comes to play, gets the big bucket right here. This guy could be an underrated factor for Barrie in this game.
Yeah, he's going to have to come up big for them to do well. And I don't know if St. Joe's can handle him in a zone defense.
Well,
I think they're going to have to come out and try and pressure the guards.
We'll have to see. Cotton's carried a lot of the load for Barrie here. And if Lumsden gets hot, I'd have to think that Barrie might be close to unbeatable if you get both of those big men having outstanding games.
And here you see Barrie North. They were on Lopez. They don't want him to handle the ball. On that play, Tuddy was guarding him full court.
Now it's Prescalo up with the ball. He's got a good outside shot. Showed it against Timmins High in the semifinal. Had 16 points. Picked up now. It's Lopez with the ball. Rolling inside, and that one gets knocked away right there. Barrie playing strong D.
Good hands. Just keeping your hands up and ready in position just in case that ball came by. Lumsden got the tip.
Now it's picked up. Prescalo. Off to Glanopoulos. Now Belenzano. Nice drive along the baseline for Glanopoulos. Puts up, does not get that one to go. And it's grabbed right here by Derek Payne.
Good play by Glanopoulos, though, to go inside.
Tuddy up with the ball, trying to drive on the baseline. Almost deflected right there. Tuddy trying to go in with the big guys, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be in favor of St. Joe's right here. And now the Lasers will get control of the ball.
Yeah, you see there's Tuddy. He's on Lopez. They don't want him to handle the ball, even though they're in a zone situation.
Smart move right there, because Lopez, I have to say this, one of the best point guards I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, he's the catalyst for the St. Joe's team. He's going to be the guy that's going to dribble, penetrate inside, and create some havoc for Barrie.
You should know, Angela, you did some point guard work for Timmins High during the Dynasty era. And also a good one right here standing beside me. Now here comes Lopez passing it off right here. Glanopoulos inside, Nacarado. Lopez up with the ball right here. They might be ready to run the offense here.
Yeah, St. Joe's is set up in a 1-3-1 offense, trying to pass the ball around and work for some good shots.
Lopez, spin move, foul going to be on right out.
See, there's a difference right there. Lopez is penetrating, he's shooting the gap, dribble penetrating, getting the man defense to converge on him, and then he's going to try and kick it out to Glanopoulos for the shot.
That's a good idea right there. Lopez seems to be the focal point of this team, and everything revolves around him. Now it's Glanopoulos up with the ball. Passing it off back to Lopez again. Wild pass in there. There's a shot. Belenzano puts up, does not get that one to go. Rebound, grabbed there by Cotton, and the foul on Belenzano.
Yeah, Belenzano had that shot. Good bullet pass in there by Lopez. He'll find you if you're open. These guys know that he's going to get them the ball, so they're ready at all times.
Now, right now, we've got Barrie going to be shooting in the ball right here. Cotton up with it. 5-2 is the score in favor of the Barrie North Vikings. This is the championship here of the OFSAA AA here. Is going to have a great game.
St. Joe's has gone to the man-to-man.
Puts up, count and put on the board. Nice one by Lumsden, and he's having a big game early on. 5 points already.
There's got to be more pressure put on the guards by St. Joe's, more pressure put on Rideout and Tutty so that the entry pass is more difficult to get into Lumsden and Cotton.
Gallanapoulos picks up his first. Going to line, Lumsden. Lumsden has had some up and down games. If he gets it going right here, Barrie's in really good shape. Picked up right here. And it's St. Joe's up with the ball.
Good box out by Priscalo there.
Lopez. Traditionally, he's got the ball. Now to Priscalo. Grab right there, Gallanapoulos. Now back to Lopez. Setting it up now, Priscalo gonna pump, take a shot, no good right there. Here comes Barrie up with it. It's grabbed by Payne, passing up to Tutty, tries to put up and gets it in off the rim.
Good break transition there by Barrie. They know the big guys have got the boards covered, so they can break and try and capitalize on some easy baskets.
The Barrie has come out of the gates flying right here. 9-2 picked up right here. Lopez puts up a shot, not there. Rebound, grabbed by Nacarado, puts up, no! Partially deflected right there.
Excellent positioning by Lumsden for the block.
He got the body up there and got the hand out. Now Barrie controls the ball right here, right out with it.
I think if you see Barrie score here, you might see Coach
Stolen by Lopez, though. He's got a 2-on-0. And he's going to go in for the easy layup right there. Good play by Lopez.
Yeah, I don't think if that happened there, I think you would have seen Coach Upman try and call timeout for St. Joe's.
9-4 is the score. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We hope you're enjoying this here on Cable 12. It's the OFSAA AA Boys Basketball Championship. Now it's picked up Tutty. Back to Aaron Rideout. Here's a chance for Tutty. Oh, there's a beautiful pass, counted and put on the board. Cotton came up with a nice one right there.
Nice weak side look there.
Tutty, nice pass inside and got that in. Looked like somewhat of a backdoor. Cotton came up and just plucked that one in. Foul, I believe that's going to be on Nacarado. That's going to be his first. Going to the line to see if he can get the three-point play. Derek Cotton.
You can't let these two guards for Barrie North just sit there and pick you apart all day. You've got to make them dribble. You've got to make them go to the hoop. You got to try and get in their face.
Especially now with the two big guys. There's a chance now for Barrie. Tutty comes up with a rebound. Now it's picked up. Derek Payne with it. Grabbed here, Tutty. Back here to Rideout. Now it's grabbed Tutty. Over to Rideout again. Now it's grabbed here, Payne. Rideout going to detail a three, and it's up and good. And right now, everything Barrie is hitting is going in for him.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Rideout.
10-point lead, and St. Joe's now has to be a little concerned right here. Lopez going to pull out, and he calls a timeout.
Yeah, there's a timeout.
Yeah, no surprise right there. Barrie getting off to another quick start.
Yeah, well, they've played well. You know, again, St. Joe's, I think it's they know that some of these guards are going to hit that three-point shot if they're open, especially Rideout, Tutty. They've shown that in the last couple of games. So, you know, I thought that the pressure would be there, and you know, they haven't done it so far. Let's
take a look at the replay here. The three-pointer by Rideout. He put it up and swooshed right through the hoop right there. Barrie getting it to go here, 14-4 early on. If you're St. Joe's, you change anything up on offense?
Yeah, actually, you've got to change up your defense first, I'd say, Al. You've got to try and pressure the man, play a tough man-to-man, and try and deny that entry pass inside. Nacarado's working hard inside to try and stop Lumsden, and same with Gallanapoulos on Cotton. But they need help from their guards. In terms of Barrie, hey, they have the big men. That's their safety valve. So they know they've got that anytime they want right now.
Right, and that's a big height advantage. 5 inches on the power forward spot and 4 at the center position. That is a very, very big advantage to have there for Barrie. They've come in here. They've been the tallest team. They've also got some good outside shooting, as we just saw from Rideout. And as we've mentioned, you got to have the inside game and the outside game to win.
They got the total package, Al. They've got the total package.
You know it. They can play deep pretty good, too. Picked up right there. Rolling in and does not get the roll. Does Gallanapoulos up. Nacarado got in there. Good play by him and hitting the boards quite hard.
Good play there. I like it. They after the timeout, they've gone inside. Gallanapoulos had the chance for the shot, just missed, but Nacarado was in good position there to pick up the board and the foul.
Nacarado going to line right here. 3:19 left to go. He's got 2 points and he's scored right there as there's popped in. Nakarado had 11 points in the semifinal game against Timmins High. Did a fairly good job on Kreiner. And there you see the second shot right there. Now it's picked up right there, right out. Passes off now to Payne. Picked up. Rolling around now as it's Bazic.
Yeah, St. Joe's has gone down to a 2-3 now.
Yeah,
2-3 defense. Gone to the zone.
Picked up right here. It's picked up. Cotton tries to set up. No, that does not go. And Nakarado comes up with a big rebound.
See, the difference there was the fact that St. Joe's came out and tried to pressure the inlet pass.
Now Lopez with the ball. Setting it up right here. Glanopoulos couldn't get a handle on it. It's going to be Barry ball.
Defense just collapsed on Gallo opponents there to steal that ball.
Right out to Bazic. We're getting a foul. That one is going to be on Lopez, I believe. And if that is, that's going to be his second foul here.
I've noticed that in this game, the referees are really calling it tight in this first quarter. A little more tight than in the consolation games and in the semifinal games today. So the players are going to have to adjust to that.
Is that usually what we see in championship games, a tighter called game, at least to start it off?
I think it's just more of the officials' preference and whatever they've told their players. It's hard to say.
Picked up right here, out on the wing. Bazic inside of Cotton, puts it up and in, and Derek Cotton doing it again. 6 points for him, a 10-point lead for Barrie.
He's moving well without the ball, you see, and that's how he's getting his points. Weak side cuts to the open spot, and his teammates are feeding him.
Prescalo, now it's grabbed here. Glanopoulos back out now. Prescalo to Lopez. Rolling around inside as Glanopoulos gets it up, puts up a shot, and does not get that one to go. Cotton comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of a reversal from this afternoon. Everything went in for St. Joe's this afternoon, and tonight it's not falling right now.
Not at all. Now it's picked up. Payne, now to Rideout. Picked out here on the wing. Bazic, now to Cotton. Three-pointer coming up from Rideout, puts up, and that one is short. And coming out with it now is Glanopoulos. He's going to hold it up right here and pass up to Lopez. Gets it back to the point guard. That's what you want to do. Let the point guard run the show. Backed up here, Blenzano to Lopez. And two guys on Lopez as soon as he touches the ball. They do not want Lopez driving or anything of that sort. And it bounces away, ticked off Nakarado's hands. And now Barrie gets a chance here to go up by 12 or 13.
Yeah, good play by Lopez to sneak in there, dribble, penetrate. Nakarado just doesn't have his hands ready there for that pass.
Bazic has it. Nice pass in here to Lumsden. Puts it up.
Good call. Good call by Charlie Pester.
Go.
He pushed him. He pushed inside, tried to gain position with his left arm. Got called for it. Official right on the spot.
Yeah, officials have been very good here at the OFSAA Championships, and I think we got two of the better ones here. Picked up.
I think they're all good, Al, to be at this level. You know,
they have to be. Now picked up, back to the play here. A 10-point lead for Barrie here. We've got 1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Grab right here, Blenzano has the ball, passed off to Lopez. Lopez trying to get something going, but Barrie knows it too. Lopez pass it up right here. It's grabbed by Glanopoulos. Search around Blenzano to Lopez. And it looks like the Barrie coach wants them to spread out the D here.
They're just telling them to get their arms up. Make sure that they don't get tired. Get your arms up. It makes the zone appear bigger than it actually is.
35 seconds left. Looks like St. Joe's holding possibly for one shot right here.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going to try and play out the quarter here.
Lopez up with the ball. Might want to try to get the ball inside. Could be a backdoor, could be open here. Let's see what happens. Lopez up with the ball. Setting it up. Nakarado up with it. Nice play. Whoa, Glanopoulos got that up and in.
Yeah, Lopez spotted Cotton, tried to cheat up on the wing. He came down and
stolen right there. Blenzano up with the ball. He's got 8 seconds left. Hustling in. Back out now to Lopez. 5 seconds. Lopez stolen right back. Rideout's got 2. He's going to have to take a long shot. Puts up. Does not get that to go. And that was a very exciting last 10 seconds of play.
Yeah, that could have been a big turnaround there. Yep. Rideout would have made that shot.
16-8 at the end of one quarter. Barrie up by 8 here as they go in. Right now, St. Joe's starting to get the offense under gun here. Seem to be taking their time. Now they've got to try to stop Barrie on the other end.
Yeah, that's right, Al. Everything's going to start from their defense. They've got to try and contain the big men, Cotton and Lumsden. They both had a good first quarter. They've drawn fouls, or they've made shots.
Well, we'll have to see what happens here in the second. Chris Lumsden had 5 for Barrie. Cotton had 7. Tutty had 2, Rideout with 3. for St. Joe's, Gallinopoulos with 4, Nakarada with 2, and Lopez with 2. Do you try maybe to get the ball more inside if you're St. Joe's on offense?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do that. You know, they're getting the ball. They just have to be patient. Lopez is going to spot. Looks like he can really see the court really well, can see his players, and he's going to get them the ball. So they've been getting the ball inside. It's just the fact that they haven't made those shots.
Barry going to have possession of the ball to start the second quarter here. Luke Bassett going to be throwing it in to Rideout. Rideout bring it over the half-court line to Bassett.
I think you've got to try and put more pressure on the...
Because right now it looks like the St. Joe's going to give him the outside shot here. Payne. Now to Bassett. Rolling around. Nice pass in. The two Twin Towers connect. And there it goes. Chris Lumsden comes up, puts it in. 7 points for him.
See, that's a predicament of St. Joseph. Do you pack it in inside, or do you try and pressure the outside shooters?
What would you do? Would you pack it in, or would you try to mix it up?
Well, I think what I try to do is more or less pressure the guards outside, so it's not an easy pass inside. Because even if they shoot the ball, they've got the 6'10" and 6'8" fellows inside that they can get the rebound.
Nice pass inside by Lopez. Barry knew it was coming, though, and it's going to be on the line. Barry comes up with the ball right there. The inner defense of Barry coming to the fore right here.
Yeah, that's just good hustle. Gallinopoulos used the dribble, one dribble too many there, and gave the Barry player time to get underneath there and swat that ball away from him.
Rideout with the ball right here. Passing it off now. Bassett back to Rideout. Setting up. Here's Lumsden putting it in, getting it in, counted and put on the board. Lumsden getting hot right here. 9 points for him.
That was just an excellent drop step by Lumsden and good vision by Rideout to get the ball inside to him.
And big situation now for Barry. They're up by 12 in this one, 20-8. Going to the line. Chris Lumsden, see if he can already get in double digits. Lumsden really has looked sharp in this game, doing a very fine job. That one goes up and in, 21-8. Now the score in favor of the Barry North Vikings. Now picked up, grabbed right here by Prescalo. They're going to need some outside shooting possibly. We know Prescalo can do it. He got 16 in the semifinal against Timmins High. Lopez to Prescalo, now to Ferrand, back to Prescalo. More pressure being put on by Barry right here as Gallinopoulos has the ball along the corner. Setting it up now, grabbed right there by Prescalo.
You see what Barry's defense can do to you, though, Al? All of the St. Joe's players are starting to come up, and they're 18, 20 feet away from the basket before they even touch the ball.
And it looks like that's working right there. There's a shot put up, and it's going to be a foul there on Barry.
We've got a traveling call first there.
Traveling call there on Barry, so it will be St. Joe ball right here. 21-8 is the score. We've got 6:15 left to go here in the first half. Lopez up with the ball right here. Picked up now Prescalo. And now to Gallinopoulos. Inside, nice backdoor pass. There it is, up, and the foul on that one as Nakarado gave it back to Gallinopoulos, almost put that in.
See, I gotta like that play whereby they get the ball into the high post. Good things happen when you get the ball into the high post and that player has time to look around, pass, shoot, or take it to the hoop himself.
And right now on the line, Mike Gallinopoulos, 4 points for him. And St. Joe's has to get going offensively somehow. Puts up the shot, and that is short. That is an air ball. And yes, some of the fans from Barry North, a lot of fans from Barry came down to watch this game.
Yeah, it's almost like a home game here for Barry North. Looks like Barry moved up 400 miles north here.
Yeah, give Barry North Viking team a lot of credit. They brought a lot of fans up with them to watch this one here in Timmins. Good to see some of the fans here in Timmins. So picked up now, it's grabbed Derek Payne up with it. As Gallinopoulos made 1 of 2.
St. Joe's gone back to a man-to-man now.
Yep. Picked up Payne up with it, puts up a shot, does not get that one to go. Bouncing around, Payne picks up the rebound. Turnaround shot, passed it up, hit his own player right in the face with that one, Angelo. Yeah. And it's going to be St. Joe ball.
That was a tough pass there by Payne. Yeah. He's got to shoot that ball. I don't think the big man should be expected to pick that one up.
I don't think we'll have him as a point guard in the near future.
Did you notice, though, Al, that time St. Joe's, they put a lot of pressure on the guards, something different, and good things happened that time.
Now Lopez with the ball right here, passing it off now. Prescalo setting up Lopez. Nakarado pass it back now to Ferrand. Nice passing all over the place there. Good ball movement there by St. Joe's.
Yeah, you see what happens again. The ball is passed inside of the post. The zone collapses. Nacarado kicks it back out. One pass to the weak side, and Lopez is able to drive into the key.
Now, Briscallo up with the ball right here, and that one gets knocked away by Rideout, so it will be St. Joe's ball. I'm sort of surprised we're not seeing some more outside shooting from St. Joe's.
Well, you've got to give credit to the Barrie Viking guards and their wingmen on the defense, because they're getting out and pressuring St. Joe's, and St. Joe's offense is starting, 20 feet out. So
almost turned over right there. Picked up now by Glanopoulos. Lopez with the ball. Picked up right there. Farrand up with it. And yep, the bodies are all over there. Ravel and Rideout getting in front of the shooters outside, making it very hard to get a shot off. Yep. Belenzano with it. Lopez. Three-pointer coming up from Belenzano. Puts up, rims in and out, and they can't get any luck. The shots are not falling for him in this game. Now Bassick with it to Rideout. Picked up right there. Here's a chance now. Cotton. Turnaround shot, puts it up and does not get it. Cotton gets his own rebound, puts up, and the foul right there. And good second and third effort from Derek Cotton to get in the boards.
Yeah, it was almost like a good old Bob Cousy running one-hander there by Cotton. But he missed the shot. He still went to the boards. He followed the shot, got the rebound, and picked up a foul on St. Joe's.
And right now, Cotton going to line up by 12. Barrie now in the bonus, and that's going to be a big advantage for them if they can start hitting foul shots.
Yeah, it's been proven throughout the tournament that Barrie and especially Cotton can nail his foul shots, so it's not a good situation for St. Joe's right now.
No, they're in a bit of trouble right now. Cotton puts it up, makes it right there. That is 8 points for Derek Cotton. See if he can get 9 right here. 22-9 now the score, 4:51 left to go here in the first half. Puts it up and in, and right now the Twin Towers are getting it done for Barrie North. Lumsden with 10, Cotton with 9. Picking up right here, grabbed there by Belenzano. Now Lopez up with it. Farrand lurking around now. Belenzano going around. Farrand inside, stolen right there by Cotton, and Barrie getting the breaks. Yep, picked up right there. It's grabbed by Cherkolis. First time we've seen him in this one. Matt Dawson with it. Grab Bassick. Rolling out now, Matt Dawson up with the ball.
Barrie employs a double stack offense whereby the men down low pick and the shooters come up high for the shot.
Picked up Bassick. Over to Dawson, inside now, rolling around Cherkolis. Takes a turnaround shot, puts it up and in, and Rafael Cherkolis gets on the board. 25-9. Barrie getting things their own way so far in this game.
Yeah, the players off the bench are coming in and contributing quite nicely for Barrie.
St. Joe's going to be in hard and tough to stop this Barrie North Viking machine. Dawson commits the foul right there on Lopez.
Yeah, that's not what Barrie wants, but you can't blame Clark for being a little, or sorry, Dawson for being a little over aggressive there.
Lenzano going to be throwing the ball. Lopez up with it right here. Anything you can do if you're St. Joe's maybe to change up the offense at this point? Anything you would do?
That's tough to say. This Barrie North team plays it quite well. Some of the shots just aren't falling right now. You've just got to make sure if you're on a wing, you're ready to shoot that ball when Lopez gets it to you.
Yeah, Lopez puts up a shot, no good. Grab right here, great play by Lopez to steal that off of Cherkolis. Now up with it, Belenzano out on the wing. Passed off now, back to Lopez. 3:20 left to go here in the first half. 25-9 the score. Barrie up by 16. Knocked away right there, and Kent Ravel comes up big. Picked up right there, and almost stolen back by Lopez as Lopez goes flying into the seats to try to make that play.
Yeah, he's hustling all over the place. Some of the other Laser players have got to pick up on that and really suck it in right now. And
Lopez showing a really good example here. Now we got another substitution coming in for Barrie. Coming out, Luke Bassick. And coming in right now, we've got Cotton back into the game. And doesn't seem like Coach Hosey wants to take one of the, keep both Twin Towers out for too long. Picked up now, Dawson up with the ball. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. 25-9 the score, Barrie up by 16. Dawson up with the ball. Try to go between the legs right there, almost was over the half-court line. Dawson still up with the ball. Good defense there by Farrand, all over Dawson right there. Yeah. Picked up now, Ravel in the corner. St. Joe's playing some good D right here, putting some pressure on the outside guys.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good sign. I like to see that. Yeah, good steal by Nacarado. Get in there and and beat his man to the spot.
And Farron sends it off now to Lopez. 2.5 left to go. Passing it off right there. Blenzano back to Lopez. Lopez puts it up, and we've got a foul coming up. I believe that one's going to be on Philip Clark.
Yeah, Lopez, they didn't call it in the shot, though, so Lopez
no, so he'll go to the line. Yeah, he'll go to the line right here. Both teams now in the bonus, Angelo, and that will help St. Joe's out a bit. They've got a good foul shooting team. So let's see what Lopez can do.
Yeah, they drilled their shots today in the semifinal against Timmins High when it counted.
Especially late in the game. Otherwise, TH might have been here. Very good game between St. Joe's and TH. One that a lot of people here will remember for a long time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's in a not in Timmins High's good books,
Unfortunately, but hey, they've got to be happy. They won the bronze medal earlier on, so good news for Timmins High. Picked up right here. Dawson up with the ball. Grabbed right there, Philip Clark. Back to Dawson. Dawson up with it. Setting it up, Clark up with it, inside of Cotton. Cotton tries to take a turnaround shot, puts it up and in, and right now, I don't know how you shut down Derek Cotton. 11 points right here, 27-10. Valentino up with the ball, Lopez has it. Right now, Farron to Lopez. Rolling around now, picked up, Farron gonna take a shot, that does not go. Rebound picked up there as Cotton comes up with it, and Nacarado gonna commit the foul. 1-1 is the call, 1:48 left to go here. And right now, you've got to wonder what is going to happen here. That's the third foul on John Nacarado, and now they've got to take him out of there. And now St. Joe's is in trouble against the two big guys because they have Nacarado out. They're going to have to probably play Glanopoulos at 6'3", and probably Jaco Morik at 6'2". Again, you're giving up about 5-6 inches against these guys, and that's awfully tough to do.
Yeah, I think what they're going to have to try and do is possibly try and pressure full court, but pressuring full court is very difficult when you're not making baskets and you can set up your defense to do that.
Also tough when the other guys are making baskets too.
Yeah.
So right now, Barry seems to be able to handle the press, it would look like, but right now St. Joe's, I think, basically has to try anything in this game. There you see Cotton putting that one up and in. 29-10 in favor of Barry North. Coming out with it, Prescalo. Lasers may have to hit some outside shots right here.
Farron's got to look to score here. I think the players know that he's not looking to shoot that ball. He's just looking to pass, and they're overplaying the pass.
Blenzano, ingenious play right there. Try to hit it off a few people. Now it's back in front. There's a chance right here. Prescalo puts up a three-pointer, and that's reminiscent of the semifinal.
Yeah, that's the first time he's had the opportunity to shoot with no one in his face.
That's what he can do extremely well. Clark comes up. Did not go. The foul, though, going to be on St. Joe's.
I think it was Galanopoulos on that one.
And if that's the case, I think that may be number 3 on him. Well, no, that's going to be number 2 on him. So Galanopoulos has 2, and also Blenzano has 2, Nacarado with 3. So the big guys for St. Joe's getting into some foul trouble here early on in this one. Cotton misses that one, though. Bit of a break. 13 points for him, as Barry's up 29-13 in this game.
Yeah, they've basically stifled St. Joe's on the defensive end of the floor, and we're going to have to see if Coach Upman can make some changes at halftime. 17-point
lead right here in favor of Barry North. They have come out and dominated this one. Right now, they're doing an extremely good job. A 14-5 run here in the second quarter for Barry North. Picked up right now, it's Farron turned over right here. It's picked up now, Dawson up with it, going off the glass and put it in. Matt Dawson gets 2, 32-13.
Good anticipation by Dawson there. He knows that Farron's not going to take that shot, and he's going to pass it back out.
Barry North coaches want the hands up. They're going crazy on the bench. 40 seconds left to go in the half. Lasers have to get something going quickly. Long shot, not quite there. Picked up, Dawson picks it up. And right now, Barry might be on their way to running away with it here in the OFSAA championship.
They're looking quite good, Al, quite good.
This is very strange for an OFSAA final to see one team come out and just dominate the other in a championship game so far. Cotton up with the ball to Dawson. Might be playing for last shot. 10 seconds left on the clock. Here's Clark with it. Clark to Cotton. Dawson up with the ball. 5 seconds left. Dawson's going to have to throw it a long one. Not quite there. And now it's picked up. Farron up with it. That's going to do it for the first half of play. But the big guys from Barry really capitalized and did an outstanding job.
Yeah, the height advantage in that first half was just too much for the Lasers. I really don't know what they can do to come out here in the second half and try and counteract this. They're going to have to try and do it with defense. I'd say a full court pressure, but again, you can't really full court press if you don't score, and they haven't done that. So it's going to be interesting to see what, if anything, they can do in the second half.
It's going to be certainly tough, no doubt about that. So at the end of one half of play, it's the Barrie North Vikings 32 and the St. Joseph Lasers 13. Stay tuned for a halftime show. We'll be talking to a couple of coaches here from the OFSAA Basketball Championship. This is the 1993 OFSAA Senior Boys Basketball Championship on Cable 12.
Suggestions about this program or any program you see on Cable 12, give our response line a call at 268-6333 and leave a message with our machine. That number again, 268-6333. Please call. We'd love to hear from you.
The Hawker Hurricane was the backbone of the Royal Air Force during the Battle of Britain. A true fighting lady. She could almost turn on a dime in a dogfight. Incredibly stable, rugged, powerful. The Hurricane was a pleasure to fly. Over 1,400 Hurricanes were built in Canada. I'd say it was one of the finest fighters in history.
Explore Canada's aviation heritage. Visit the National Aviation Museum in Ottawa.
Hello in there. Feel like getting out? Active living opens up a world of possibilities. Active living means making physical activity part of your day, because even a little regular physical activity makes a healthy difference. So, open the door that's right for you. Participation, moving your way every day.
Help make it happen.
We're Girl Guides. Join us today.
If we only had a dime for every time someone said being disabled means you can't lead a full life, the March of Dimes would have the ability to help thousands more disabled adults live independently. If we only had a dime for every time someone said being disabled means you can't have a regular job, we'd have the ability to retrain thousands more disabled adults for modern careers. If we only had a dime for give us the ability to do more. Please give to the Ontario March of Dimes.
If you have any comments or suggestions about this program or any program you see on Cable 12, give our response line a call at 268-6333 and leave a message with our machine. That number again, 268-6333. Please call. We'd love to hear from you.
The CF-104 Starfighter played a key role in Canada's defense during the 60s and 70s. Over 350 were built in Montreal. A supersonic strike aircraft, the Starfighter could reach speeds of up to 1,400 miles per hour. Some called it Canada's manned missile.
Explore Canada's aviation heritage. Visit the National Aviation Museum in Ottawa.
Canadians are getting into active living. Why? For the fun of it and more.
Spontaneous activity, it's great.
Feeling good physically to me is akin to feeling good mentally.
There's a lot of room that you can build skills that will last you a lifetime.
Recent research confirms that even a little regular activity makes a healthy difference. Make it part of your life. Participaction, moving your way every day.
Welcome back here to the second half of play. We're going to run down the top scorers for you. Barrie North up on this one, 32-13 over St. Joe's. Barrie, the big guys just did it for him. Derek Cotton with 14, Chris Lumsden with 10, Aaron Rideout with 3, Matt Dawson with 2, Mike Tutty with 2, and Rafael Cherkolis also with 2. For St. Joe's, Mike Galanopoulos with 5, Tom Prescalo with 3, Nacarado with 2, and Lopez with 2. At this stage of the game, Angelo, St. Joe's is in some major trouble now. They've got to come back big time.
Yeah, they've really shut down St. Joe's offense. Prescalo hasn't really, he only hit 1 3-pointer, and that's his only open shot in this first half. So we'll have to see what St. Joe's can do here in the second half to try and make this respectable.
Have to see what happens right here as it's picked up. Balenzano up with the ball, passed it off now to Prescalo. Picked up right here. Now it's grabbed. It's rolling around. Prescalo up with the ball. Rolling around. Here's Lopez putting up. That was partially deflected there by Payne. And now coming back, it's Rideout with the ball.
Yeah, that was a wild shot there by Lopez.
And right now, 32-13. You think some of the pressure might be getting to St. Joe's. This is the championship game. I know when you were playing a lot of tight games here, is this, in your mind, a bit of a surprise that it's the margins as high as it is for Barrie?
Well, you know, St. Joe's, one of the coaches did mention for St. Joe's that they did play the game of their lives this afternoon in the semifinal. Maybe it's almost like a bit of a letdown in the fact that it was such an emotional game this afternoon. It's taken a lot of steam out of them, and it may be one of those things whereby they're just happy to be here in the finals, you know?
A lot of emotion went into that game in the semifinal. An excellent game between TH and St. Joe's. St. Joe's won that one by 8, but it really wasn't decided until about 10 seconds left in the game.
That's right.
Now picked up right here. It's grabbed Prescalo off to Balenzano. Still with Balenzano with the ball. Lopez trying to get something going right here. Balenzano picked up now. Prescalo with the ball. Barrie still playing very strong defense, not letting the ball go inside whatsoever. Picked up now. Nacarado has to get the ball out on the wing. Lopez to Balenzano. St. Joe's really passing the ball around extremely well, but they're going to have to get some sort of a shot up relatively soon. There's a three-pointer. Balenzano gets that, does not get the roll. Rebound, big one indeed there by Proscalo. Now it's grabbed here by Lopez. Lopez tried to feed it inside. Payne was right there, and Barry shutting everything down inside for St. Joe's.
Yeah, that's discouraging when you work the ball around for a minute, get a good shot, get the rebound, and then create a turnover like that.
Payne up with the ball right here. Right out, back to Payne. Cross court now. Tutty tries to set one up. Puts up. That one's just short. Picked up now by Payne. And coming back down the other way. Here comes St. Joe's. It's Lopez up with the ball. Lopez, good move right here. And it's going to be a foul right there on Barry. I think Payne may have picked it up as Lopez was making his drive into the bucket.
Yeah, good drive there by Lopez. Didn't get the call on the shot, so they're going to be able to take the ball out on the side. But that's not a bad move. Trying to beat the press down, beat the zone, back down on defense and try and get at least some type of easy shot opportunity.
Because right now, Barry's got that defense all the way out to the three-point line, Angelo. It's going to be extremely hard to get in there. A lot of the guys for St. Joe's out over the three-point line. That's going to make it very difficult to run an offense.
Yep, exactly, Al.
Now it's picked up. Proscalo puts up a shot. No good. Good hustle right there as it's grabbed by Balenzano on the rebound. Lopez up with it. Balenzano going to heave up a three. Puts up. That one is short. And Barry comes up with a rebound right here, right out.
Let's not forget the fact that St. Joe's did play 5 games instead of Barry. They did get a bye, and they do look to be a little fresher.
Yeah, that does help, I would have to think. Barry also had an easier game in the semi, and that might have helped them too, because Barry was able to put in some of the bench players, and their starters went about 2.5 quarters, 3 quarters of play, while St. Joe's, I mean, they really had to struggle for 4 quarters.
Yeah, exactly right, Al. They had a tough game, and not only in the semifinal, but in yesterday's quarterfinal against Moira.
Now we've got the play coming up right here. St. Joe's trying to set something up. They're down by 21 right here. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. There's a shot rolling in there, and a good bucket there by John Balenzano as he gets on the board. 2 points for him. 34-15 the score. About 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Right out with the ball into Payne. Now grabbed right here, Lumsden. Lumsden now to Tutty. Out on the wing. Barry's going to run the offense here. They don't really have to be rushed at this time.
Yeah, that's right. Nacarado and Lumsden have a real good battle inside too, Al.
Now right out. Gets inside the line, takes a shot, no good, and it's picked up right here. A breakaway chance. Lopez getting it up, puts it off the glass and in. John Lopez got the play right there, but
here we see a little zone trap. 2-2-1 zone trap coming up here by St. Joe's.
St. Joe's got to do almost anything they can right here. Put some pressure on Barry because they've got to get some quick points here.
See, Barry's got the chance with Cotton. He's 6'8", he can see the whole floor, and you've got that luxury. It's very difficult to press against someone that's 6'8" and can see the whole floor like that.
6'8" and 6'10". Tough to get when you got 2 guys out there that can overlook the whole floor. Very tough shape there for St. Joe's. Now right out with the ball. Derek Payne. Cross court. Right out. Good passing right here by Barry's offense. Right out with the ball. Payne inside to Cotton. Puts up and in right there. Good possession. They played it around the key and found the guy inside. 36-17 is the score. Halfway here through the third quarter. Balenzano up with the ball. Setting it up now. Lopez has it. Lopez over to Proscalo. Now it's picked up right here. Glanopoulos trying to find Nacarado. Lopez comes up with the ball. Cannot put that in. And a big rebound there by Derek Cotton.
One thing I think St. Joe should be doing, they should be attacking the ball on the weak side of St. Joe, Barry, away from Cotton and Lumsden, I think.
Lumsden, nice play right there. Got the give and go right out. Gave it right to him. Lumsden, 14 points in this game.
I think they should be trying to get on Payne's side instead.
Right now it's picked up. Glanopoulos trying to set something up. Lopez going inside, and he's going to try to get something going, but it's not quite there. Payne, long pass. Here's Mike Tutty up with it. Off the glass and in. Great play by Mike Tutty.
Barry hasn't stopped. As soon as the rebound is picked up, they always look down court, and if they see someone out there on a fast break, they hit the ball, they advance the ball, and put as much pressure as they can on the opposing team.
Very good transition game being shown by Barry. They're able to get the outlet pass out, and usually they get a 2-on-1 or a good chance to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, and that's what you saw happen on that last play, Al. And, you know, it's going to be very tough here to see how St. Joe's can come back.
And we'll take a look at this in. Nice bucket right there by Mike Tutty. 40-17, a 23-point lead here for Barry. And the bad news for OFSAA is most of these guys are going to be back for Barry next year.
Yeah, Yeah, it looks like it. We'll have to see. Bad news for everyone else, but good news for Barrie North. And Coach Hosey, he's done a good job with his team. They're playing excellent defense, and like we said before, they've got the total package. The guards can really pass the ball inside, and the big men know what to do with it once they get the ball. They've all been taught very well with drop steps and their turnaround jump shots.
The only guys they don't have in the lineup, Bassick, Rideout, Payne, and Tutty. And talk is that out of the Barrie area, that'll affect most of their guards, but they've got a guy in junior that may be just as good as Rideout. And if that's the case, we may have a dynasty right here in Barrie North. Picked up, and that one's turned over right there. It's going to go to the Barrie North Vikings. They come down the floor again.
A couple of new men have checked in for St. Joe's. We've got Imad Zaran and Jakub Moric checked in here, Al.
Picked up. Let's see if they can maybe change the tide right here. Something's got to give here for St. Joe's. There's a shot. That one misses right there. Picked up by Cotton. He's got 16 in the game. Now back off to Rideout. Passing it up. Payne gets the ball. Inside, Lumsden gets the ball. Lumsden going to pass out, and good thing that Rideout was there. Comes in, passes off now to Richard Bailey. Inside again. Barrie using a good inside-outside game right there. A three-pointer, nice one. Derek Payne gets on the board. And looks like, yep, that's going to be a three-pointer for Payne. 43-17 is now the score for Barrie North. Zirhan with the ball. Sets it off. Morrick over to Zarhan. Morrick trying to get something going here. A two-man game. Now it's Glanapoulos trying to set something up. Does not get the roll, and let's face it, St. Joe's is not getting the bounces they did in the semifinal game.
Obviously, Glanapoulos likes that side of the floor, but I thought to come out in the second half that they should have gone to the other side of the floor, whereby Payne is guarding the spot. There's more of a height advantage for St. Joe's on that side.
Aaron Rideout with the ball right here. Bailey to Rideout. He's going to take a three. That one is going to be tossed over. St. Joe's up with it, and yes, that was an air ball, as a couple of fans from St. Joe mentioned on that one. 43-17 is the score. I don't think Barrie's going to mind too much about that, though.
Yeah, well, when you're up by 26, those air balls don't hurt you too much.
No, they'll take those. Zarhan up with a play right here, setting it up. Proscalo trying to set something up. Zarhan. Good. Even though Barrie is up by 26, they're still putting the pressure on St. Joe right here.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of these kids, it is their last game, and they're just going to play all out till the final buzzer.
Picked up right here. Nice bucket, and a good one right there. Glanapoulos put that up and in. 7 points for him. 43-19. That one does not go. Bailey can't get that one to hop in. Bailey gets the rebound, though. Skying shot does not go, and it's picked up right there by Nacarado. Now it's grabbed here. Morrick up with the ball.
Let's see if they go back to that side there where Payne is to see if they can get some shots.
Turned over right, though. Didn't have a chance to do it, Angelo. 45 seconds left. And Barrie up by 24. Let's see if they can come up with something right here. Clark to Rideout. Payne in now to Cotton. Cotton loses control of the ball, and it's turned over right here. Zarhan comes up with the ball. He's got 30 seconds left. Passing it off the glass. Does not get that one to go. Over the line, and it's going to belong to
St. Joe's.
St. Joe's gets the bounce on that one. 25 seconds left.
Well, a lot of contact there, but no call.
No call. Officials are starting to let it go a little bit more in this type of a game. A 24-point game. Might see the clock run a little bit more. Picked up right here now. Glanapoulos might pull it out for one shot, possibly. With
22 seconds left. That's what it looks like they're going to do right now.
Zarhan up with the ball right here. Going to see if they can set something up. Morrick back to Zarhan. We've got 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Picked up right here. Ferrand. Glanapoulos puts up a shot, does not go. Here comes one last chance. Bassick up with it. There's 2 seconds left. Bounces through Clark's hands, but that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. Again, just an outstanding effort right there as Barrie just continuing to take it to the St. Joe's team. They outscored them 11-6 in that third quarter of play. St. Joe's, I would have to think, is down to option Y and Z to win this game.
Yeah. Well, one thing that we really haven't mentioned in this final is the fact that St. Joe's is a young team. No OAC players. Every player on their team is either in grade 11 or grade 12. So, they are a young team. I think they'll be back. Obviously, this can only help them in the future in a very tough association in the Southwest
That's right.
region. So, you know, this is like a learning experience, and hey, let's not, you know, they're the second best team in AA right now.
That's nothing to sneeze at, even to get out of the Southwest area. I mean, the Southwest area has produced the last 5 champions here in OFSAA AA. So, I mean, you know it's a good quality area. They had to beat some good teams just to get to OFSAA.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Al.
And strong area, Windsor, Sarnia, Chatham area. Let's see if they can make a run here and make this game a little bit tighter. 24-point lead, though, for Barrie. Right out with the ball right here. Picking it up. Bassick now into Cotton. Cotton back out to Bassick. Picked up right here. Bailey grabbed there by Rideout. Good two-man game here. Now a chance here for Bassick. Bassick still up with the ball. Here's a chance. Clark puts up, does not get that one to go, and it's grabbed right there by Nacarado. Nacarado coming down the court with it. Was thinking about maybe driving down there, but Zarhan takes the ball. Here's Brand up with it. Brand into Nacarado, puts up the shot, and does get that one to go. Nacarado, 4 points for him. It's been a long time for buckets in between for Nacarado. He gets his 4th point right there.
Yeah, good play by Ferrand to bring, drive around the man, bring the defense to him, and dish off to Nacarado.
Picked up right here. Bassick up with the ball. Out on the wing. 7 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Inside now, Cotton tries to set something up, and we've got a foul coming up. That's going to be on Morick. And right now, they really can't do much more than that at this point of the game, Angelo. To be totally honest, they've got to try to foul if they can. Hope Barrie can miss and maybe hit 3-pointers.
Well, that's one strategy I guess you're going to have to consider, but
jump ball.
It all starts with defense, Al. It all starts with defense.
And they just got a bit of defense right there, Angelo. As they got the jump ball, it means they get the possession arrow. 22-point lead here for Barrie, but if they can nail a couple of threes, you know, we know that Priscalo can nail a couple of threes. If they can get somebody hot here in the 4th quarter, we might just have a basketball game here. And
the only thing is Priscalo's on the bench now. Yeah. It's kind of hard to nail threes from the bench.
Well, yeah, maybe in practice he can do it, but not here. Now picked up, nice bucket right there. Glanopoulos nails that one, 9 points for him. Coming back down, Bailey comes down quickly. Down the floor, right out with it. Taking a 3, puts up, does not get that one to go. And here's a chance now, Morick up with it. Morick dribbling through. Going to hold it out now. Zarhan. Pass it back now, Glanopoulos.
Good transition defense there by Barrie getting back.
Getting back very quickly. Not giving up the easy bucket. Now it's Zarhan up with it, passed off now. Morick going to heave up a 3, puts up. Air ball on that one. Now it's picked up, but Farron able to get to it. Zarhan back to Farron, able to keep it going right here. They're trying to run the offense. Picked up. Farron going to heave up a shot, and that's a big one, a 3-pointer from Sean Farran.
Yeah, there's a little bit of life left in the Lasers yet.
Yeah, the Lasers got some light left. Let's see if they can burn down the Vikes. They're going to have to maybe brighten the Laser just a bit. Down by 17 here with 5:40 left to go. Yep, and the Lasers are playing a lot better here in the 4th quarter as they're doing a nice job showing some good heart and character. Picked up right here. It's grabbed by Zarhan. Zarhan pass off. Morick came in there, and the foul, I believe that's going to be on Philip Clark. But looks like in the 4th quarter, the bench players for the Lasers going into the key, and they're not afraid of the size of Barrie.
Yeah, I think that was, you know, if they would have done that at the beginning of the game, although they tried to get the ball inside, they were getting the ball inside, and the ball was just not going in for them. You know, it might have been a different story.
43-26 the score. We take a look at that last play right here as a good move right there, and would have been blocked, though, I think, because Cotton was just waiting in the weeds. His teeth was out showing and looking for the block on that one. Picked up and put that in. Morick gets on the board. 43-27 now, and right now they've trimming that lead considerably here. A 16-point lead in favor of the Barrie North Vikings with 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Matt Dawson with the ball, passed it off now to Luke Bassick.
Yeah, St. Joe's have changed up now. They've gone back to a man-to-man defense.
They've got to gamble right here, Angelo, and hope they can get lucky. Dawson. Now it's grabbed here. Bassick up with the ball inside. Cotton gets it. And what more can you say? Derek Cotton just having a fantastic tournament. If you had to pick an MVP, this guy might be it.
Yeah, I'd say so, Al. He's played well. He's gotten good positioning. And don't forget, it's the guards that got to get him the ball, and they've done an excellent job.
They sure have.
Dawson and Rideout and Tutty and finding him and getting him the ball so he doesn't have to do a lot of work.
Bassick up with it. Cotton tried to come up with it, and we've got a foul coming up. That's going to be on Zarhan. He tried to slow up the big guy. Cotton just didn't quite get there, and now a chance here for Barrie to go up by 20 on this possession.
I don't know if you noticed, Al, but all the Barrie players are wearing the Reebok pump. I wonder if they got a contract.
Maybe so, maybe so. Anyways, they'll thank you for the commercial endorsement, by the way. Your check will be in the mail from Reebok.
They've definitely pumped it up today.
Well, they're pumped up, and they've been pumping it up the last couple of games here. Picked up, Zarhan. Pass it off to Balanzano. Picked up right there, and another steal by Barrie. Coming up with it, Bassick to Dawson. Bassick out in the corner. Matt Dawson trying to set it up right there. Bassick in the Cotton. Bassick with the ball again. Good two-man game, and it gets knocked away. It's going to be Barrie ball here. 4:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Some more changes right here. Rafael Charcolas coming in. Clark sits down. Zarhan is going to be sitting down. He's played quite well, and Jaco Morik coming in now for St. Joe's. Now here's the play. It's Bassick up with the ball right here. Bailey out on the wing, taking his time right here. Just making sure everything's going right. Dawson now has the ball. Picked up. Bailey trying to get inside. Couldn't quite get that one into Cotton, and good play right there by Glanopoulos. And here comes Morik up with the ball, dribbling around with it.
Yeah, you can see St. Joe's now. They're a little winded. The big guys are really walking down the floor.
Couldn't get that one to go. Nacarado just can't seem to get anything to fall on the big guys for Barrie. And right now, Dawson up with the ball. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth.
Well, Nacarado's been, he's been battling all day with Lumsden and Cotton inside. I mean, he's been working hard.
Nice play off the glass. That was Bassick. Gets on the board with his first two of the game. 20-point lead for Barrie. Picked up right here. And the defense, even though they're up by 20, they're still putting the pressure on St. Joe's. Give them credit for that.
Yeah, they're playing to the final bell, like we said before.
Picked up right here. Nacarado puts up, gets it up, and the foul by Cotton, and that was a hard one right there.
Yeah.
So going to the line will be Nacarado. 4 points for him. 6'6" center having a tough time here against the Twin Towers, Lumsden and Derek Cotton.
Yeah, and Cotton has been able to stay out of foul trouble. Even when St. Joe's did get the ball inside, they weren't able to convert their shots, and they weren't able to draw fouls. And I think that was a real big turning point that first quarter.
Yeah. Nacarado now up, gets 5 points right here. Puts up 6 points for John Nacarado, as he's got 6 in this one. 47-29, 3:07 left to go. Almost stole him right there, but the foul is going to be on Jaco Morik. And that's basically more or less what St. Joe's is down to at this stage of the game.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit too late for them, though. It's going to be very difficult to come back from an 18-point deficit at this time.
Well, if Barrie wins this game, and you have to think they would, they're certainly deserving of winning the championship this year. They have come out and literally dominated everybody, and they're well deserving for it. They really have come out and shown that they are the best team here in the offices this year.
Yeah, exactly, Al. It's too bad that the fans here didn't get a chance to see Barrie play Timmins High.
Nice backdoor cut right there. Luke Bassick putting it in.
And Coach Sandy Hosey showing a lot of emotion there. I think he ran the play that he wanted, and he was very happy to see that happen.
Jaco Morik with the ball, trying to get something going right here, down by 20. Barrie still all over. Nacarado coming out with it, and it's going to be the ball going to St. Joe's right here. We may be getting some bench substitutions coming in here. Cotton coming out. What a game he has had, and getting a big round of ovation here from the crowd here at Timmins.
Yeah. Actually, you almost could say it, the crowd here from Barrie.
Yeah, because we'll talk about the crowd from Barrie during our next break right here. A lot of fans came up from Barrie. Nacarado puts up a shot. That's blocked by Charcolas, but it was a traveling call first. A lot of people came up from Barrie. There's about, I could say about 30 people up here. They got the pom-pom, the cheerleading. They came all the way out for this one.
Yeah, a lot of their mothers and parents came up, and they were doing a little cheer out there for one of the substitutes that's coming in the game. Smith's going to be coming into the game here.
Dean Smith coming into the game, gets a big cheer from the crowd. He doesn't get a lot of playing time, so good to see. Looks like Coach Hosey is going to be throwing everybody in here, maybe even some of the training staff out there to get some playing time. Picked up, Bailey up with the ball. Good play right there. Touched the line. And now Dean Smith will enter the game. Sitting down will be Richard Bailey, getting a big round of congrats as this Barrie team simply powerful. Nothing. I mean, we've said a lot of things about this Barrie team, but they are dominant.
Yeah, they've shown it here. You know, there's not much else you can say. They came in and they really walked away and took the championship by storm.
Yep, they got to be, well, I would have to say, one of the most dominant teams in OFSAA history. Blocked right there by Cherkolis. He got in there and stuffed it. Whoa, Morick up with the ball right here, trying to set it up. Great spot, trying to get it going. Priscallo puts up and gets that one to go. 5 points for Priscallo. 49-31 at this stage. Picked up right here. Dawson up with the ball. 1:30 left to go. Here's Smith up with the ball. Everybody,
I think the crowd wants, he wants to see that ball going back to Smith.
Yeah, they want Smith to take the three. He's going to put it up. No, he didn't get that in. Cherkolis can't get that one to go in. Smith hustling in for the rebound. Give this guy some credit here.
I think they're looking to set up Smith on this play again.
They want Smith to take the shot here. It's picked up now.
There he
Bassick can't quite get there, and Smith couldn't get a handle on that. It's going to belong to Barrie right there. And right now, 49-31, 1:06 left to go. The Barrie bench standing up in cheers. Timeout right here as the crowd, the Barrie supporters, extremely thrilled, and the Barrie North Vikings have to be absolutely exhilarated with the performance they put on here at the 1993 OFSAA.
Oh yeah, they've just totally dominated this game. I think Coach Upman here just wants to come in and let his players know that, hey, put this in your memory banks. Guys, we've had a good tournament. Don't let this game get you down. We'll be back, and you know, we'll be back, and we'll be much better for it, you know. And let's get on with it.
I tell you, they had one tough game. Give them a lot of courage for beating Timmins High right here at the auditorium. I tell you, you don't see that happen too much. TH losing at home.
No, not at all, Al. And you know, it's great to see games like that whereby it's good competition. You know, I wish we could see more basketball like that up here in Timmins. You know, other than the Gold Cup tournament, there's not a heck of a lot of, you know, high caliber basketball that is played here. And it would be nice to see if we could get more basketball up here.
Well, I tell you, we've seen some great basketball here. Clark's got the ball. He wants to take the shot, put up, did not get that to go. Cherkolis can't get the rebound right there. And now here comes St. Joe's up with the ball. Polenzano up with it. Now to Priscallo. Floating in there. Off the glass. Does not go there for Morick. Now it's Dawson up with it. 45 seconds left to go. Barrie's on their way. They're going to win the 1993 championship. Barrie, always a tough team. They're usually in contention. Now they want Clark to shoot the ball. Picked up. Ravel up with it. Beating Clark. He's got it in the lane. Tries to do a couple of moves, but it was a troweling call right there. And some of the crowd not too happy with the ref's call. Dean Smith had a chance right there. Could have gotten some points. Picked up right there, and it flows through. It's going to be Barrie ball. 26 seconds left to go.
Yeah, 26 seconds. They're going to try and set up Smith again, I think, here.
They want some points for Smith. Picked up right here. It's Ravel up with the ball. Turned over right now. And Sean Ferrand up with it. 15 seconds left. Going to set it up here. Priscallo. Ferrand going to take a long shot. Not quite there. We've got 10 seconds left. Clark going to go in. He tried to get a hold of the ball. Picked up. That's going to do it.
A bit of a spoiler there.
That's going to do it. Priscallo's going to pop it up. And that's going to do it. The Barrie North Vikings come up and win the 1993 Senior Boys OFSAA AA Championship.
Full marks to Barrie North. They played a hell of a game and hell of a tournament, Al.
No doubt about that. Well deserving for this win. Give them a lot of credit. We're going to listen to some of the crowd noise coming in from the Barrie North team right here. And the cheerleaders are out in full force. And I'm sure they'll be cheering all the way back to Barrie for this one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going tonight, though, Al. I think there's going to be a little celebrating going on. And I think the bus ride tomorrow is going to be a pretty darn short one.
Oh, maybe not sure enough for the bus driver, though. Picked up right now. It's both teams shaking hands. A good sign of sportsmanship right there. Give a lot of credit to the Lancers, to the Lasers. They played a strong game. Just to get to the final is a big achievement for them.
Yeah, and hey, don't forget, like we said, there are all these players are in grade 11 or 12, so most of them are going to come back, and they're going to be a force to reckon with, I believe, next year in Thunder Bay if they get that far.
Yep, we're going to start all over again, the race for the OFSAA AA championships. We're looking forward to it. We're going to be right now waiting for the presentation of the silver and gold medals to the two respective teams right here. Again, Barrie, just a dominating team. In your recent mind, can you think of a team that's been more dominant than the OFSAAs?
No, not that I can remember, Al. This team played well. Actually, St. Joseph's, Barrie North reminds me of a team, St. Anne's, 11 years ago that won the OFSAA tournament here in Timmins.
Yep, very strong team right here, and Barrie North may have the foundation to win again next year because they got the big guys right there, and if they can get, if the guards can come out, they can get some good junior guards. Look out, this team may be back in the winner's trophy again next year.
Yeah, I think you're right, Al. We'll have to wait and see for that.
The final score, 49-31. The Barrie North Vikings pull this one out and win it. The Vikings having a lot of celebration now at center court. Their fans are coming out. They got about 30 or 40 fans taking photos. Certainly deserving of congratulations, and on behalf of all the crew here at Cable 12, we congratulate them. They really provided some excellent basketball here to the Timmins fans this year in the championship. And now it looks like we're going to go down now to Mark Delich for the presentation of the gold and silver medals.
Before we hand out the awards, we have Lawyer Michelson to make a few words on behalf of OFSAA.
On behalf of the Ontario Federation of School Athletic Associations, I would like to congratulate these two teams, St. Joseph's of Windsor and Barrie North. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank a few people this evening. Without these people, provincial championships in Ontario would just not be possible. First of all, I would like to thank the parents and the supporters and the friends of both teams here this evening. Second, I would like to thank those people who I don't think are thanked nearly enough, and without them we would not be in this gym, and those are the officials. I would also like to give a big thank you to Hugh Meyer and to Brent Reed and to the Scores and to Mark, who's narrating over the last few days, to the entire organizing committee in the city of Timmins who have posted their second OFSAA championship. And also a big thank you to Channel 12, who has done a fine job of keeping us all informed over the last few days. And finally, I would like to ask you to put your hands together for those people who support and dedicate their life to athletes and to school support in general. And those are the coaches here this evening.
This time we'd like to present the silver medals to St. Joseph's High School Lasers. Number 10, Mike Foresta. Number 12, Ahmad Farad. Number 14, Sean Perrin. Number 20, Brian Sullivan. 32, Tom Costello. Number 34, Carmelo Gonzaga. Number 35, Jerry Zakaria. Number 40, Yago Mori. Number 42, Sean Abella. And number 45, John Aparato. The coach for St. Joseph's, Mr. John Malcolm. And the assistant coach, Mr. Melo Molini. And now to present the medals to the champion for 1993, Barry Martin. Number 45, Eric Costa. Number 31, Derek Payne. Number 14, Aaron Rhino. Number 15, Mike Tutty. Number 32, Chris Lumsden. Number 34, Luke Allison. Number 23, Richard Bailey. Number 42, Kent Ravel. Number 25, Philip Clark. Number 24, Rafael Chipola. Number 3, Dean Smith. Number 4, Matt Boston. And the coach, Mr. Sandy Hosey. Assistant coach, Doug Hauser. Manager, Craig Schwartz. I'd like to call the captains forward to receive the championship trophy.
This is my final word. As a convener of the tournament along with Mr. Ranford, I would like to thank all of the staff members at Timmins High and O'Gorman and Ontario and all the students at Timmins High who worked for quite a a while to put this event on and make it a memorable event. I'd like to thank them on behalf of all teams for their hard work. And I'd like to congratulate both the teams in the final. It takes a lot of hard work to get to a final at OFSAA, and especially the Barrie Vikings for their first ever championship in the school history.
On behalf of the North Vikings, we would like to thank St. Joseph's and all the other teams who participated, the refs, Mr. Hugh Meyer, the organizing committee, the city of Timmins, and all our fans. And from the team, we would like to thank our coaches as well. They did a great job this season.
Thank you very much.
And the final score again. The Barrie North Vikings 49 and the St. Joseph Lasers from Windsor 31. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll get all the comments from the major players and coaches in this one. This is the 1993 OFSAA Senior Boys Basketball Championship on Cable 12.
If you have any comments or suggestions about this program or any program you see on Cable 12, give our response line a call at 268-6333 and leave a message with our machine. That number again, 268-6333. Please call. We'd love to hear from you.
Help make it happen.
We're Girl Guides! Join us today!
NCAA tradition there, Al, as the Barrie North Vikings are victorious in their first ever in school history OFSAA AA championship.
Definitely no question about this one. Barrie definitely deserved it. They were the best team here this year. They've beaten everybody here by at least 10 points. Strong play from the center, and tonight they got good play from the guards, which they had to counteract Lopez. Right out, Tutty as well as Payne had a good game as well, and they were able to counteract the St. Joseph guards, Lopez, and really they shut him down, and that made it a lot easier for Barrie to win this one.
Yeah, that first quarter press and that pressure that they put full court pressure on Lopez. They were determined not to make him a factor in this game.
I think they took a look at the tapes of the St. Joe Timmins game, because Timmins tried to do that. They weren't successful. Whenever St. Joe's had to give it off to somebody else, the team, the Lasers, were not quite as effective. And when they did that, Barrie's got the guys, the two big guys in the back. So really, St. Joe's had a tough time right there, and Barrie, full marks for the win. Excellent job. They're going to be a strong team in the future as well, because they only lose their guards, and from what we hear out of the Barrie camp, they've got a couple of kids up in junior that might be as good as Rideout and Tutty, and if that's the case, it could be the start of a dynasty for Barrie North.
In fact, a lot of the teams that we've seen here today particularly all have strength and should probably do pretty well for OFSAA next year.
I would think so. Barrie North going to be definitely in the picture. Windsor, I think they may go to AAA. If they stay in AA, they're getting pretty well everybody back in their lineup, so they're going to be strong. The team from Cornwall, Les Patriots, if they can get a big man, they're going to be strong. Timmins High going to lose a number of key players, though. They lose Kreiner, they lose O'Brien, they lose Graff, but they've got some good players down in junior. If Barrett can come up, play the guard spot, they'll be okay because they've got Stevens. They also have Gagan Ahuja there. Villeneuve might be able to help out of the guard spot. If he does, Timmins High could be back in the picture again, and that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Okay, we've got Coach Hosey standing by right here from Barrie North. Coach, if you'd like to step in, we'll talk to you about your. You've got to be excited about the result today.
Oh yeah, that's great. I mean, that's what it's all about, and it's just a great feeling. Kids played well.
Yeah, they were victorious right throughout. It didn't seem like there was a lot of challenge. I know they played every game tough, but you had a big margin between every team.
Well, no, I don't think so. Maybe we built the margin and then it kind of got whittled away, and certainly all the victories weren't as decisive as maybe we had hoped they might be, but we got the W.
Yeah. We were just talking about your team next year. It looks like you're going to have a strong development program coming up. You've got a lot of players returning. Next year's big problem, I guess, is finding your new point guard.
Well, Aaron may be back next year. The way it is right now, we might have 10 kids back. And at worst, we've got 8 kids back. And we have another point guard. Matt Dawson can handle the ball and deliver it very well. So I think we're in really good shape for next year.
Okay, the secret to your defense in this game tonight seemed to be just being able to sprawl all over them. Your zone was very flexible. It could come out, it could collapse. Anytime they got anywhere near the paint, it seemed like there were 3 sets of hands all over them.
Yeah, the zone was really active tonight. The kids really worked hard. They really wanted it. And we were able to put fresh legs in all the time, so we were always able to keep pressure on the ball.
Both teams had fairly deep benches.
Yeah, both the teams had lots of kids that saw the floor. And I think that because we were so fresh, we were able to extend the defense and keep lots of pressure on the ball.
Was it the kind of game you anticipated?
No, it wasn't really. I thought that it would be a quicker tempo. I thought that they might press us a little bit more. And I thought that we might run up and down the floor a lot more often.
Okay, now you're going on to any postseason action at all, or are the kids hanging up their sneakers for the year?
Well, most of these kids are involved in the club program. We have a club program in Barrie run by the Barrie Royals, and we have an all-star team that plays in the city, a regional team. So 3 or 4 of our kids will be on that, and probably 8 of them are involved with the Royals program. So they'll maybe have the March break off, and then they get started right into that.
Basketball all year round.
Well, yeah, middle of May we start our summer league, and but most of these kids are multi-sport athletes. There's only 1 or 2 kids that just play basketball. All the others are involved in football and volleyball and track.
Okay, congratulations, Coach. It was a great tournament.
Thank you very much. And we'd just like to say that the cable coverage here has just been fantastic, and we can't wait to see the tapes. We only wish that things in Barrie were just as good as they are here in Timmins. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
I've been talking to Coach Sandy Hosey, who has coached his Barrie North Vikings to a huge victory over the St. Joseph's Lasers, and we'll be back with a talk. Oh no, Al's going to come back in. We've got some more post-game wrap to do. Thanks very much, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Al, as we wait for Coach Upham to come up from the Windsor team, we'll take a look at the game. High scorers, as we pull the sheet out here, included Cotton for Barrie North with 17, and as predicted, Lumsden had 14.
Yeah, as I said, if Lumsden had a good game, Barrie was going to stand a good chance of winning, and he played extremely well. 14 points for him. Outstanding performance. Cotton, in my mind, without a doubt, has to be the MVP of this tournament. Every game he was in, he played fantastic. He got the ball inside, was able to get in, take advantage of the height advantage, and he was simply a fantastic player. This guy, if he keeps playing like this, I think maybe the U.S. colleges might be looking for somebody like him.
Okay, there were some pretty good players on St. Joseph's side. None of them could really step up to the game the way that we were expecting from their action this morning.
You're right. The Barrie team just shut them down. Lopez, at times got into play, but he was starting to get tired by the end because Barry's guards were able to press him extremely well. Guys like, as we mentioned, Przalik had a chance in the semifinal. Great game by him in the semi, 16 points with the outside shot. He couldn't get the outside shot in this one because everything was blocked up. They had no chance really to get that outside shot. They had to more or less bring the bench in early. There was some problem with fouls as well, and they were in a bit of a tough spot, I'd have to say, for St. Joe's, but they're going to be back. If they stay in AA, there's some question whether they will go to AAA or possibly AA. If they stay in AA, they're going to have a strong team in the future because they don't lose anybody. Another year, earlier on, I think we heard that Barrie had played Windsor earlier on in the year. Barrie had beaten them quite convincingly, and Windsor had tremendously improved since that time. I think it was before Christmas. Windsor team has done a great job in the second half. Give a lot of credit to John Upman, first off, to get the team to the final. I mean, you've got to beat a Timmins High team to get there. And to do that at home is not easy at all, especially when you've got the exceptional talent that Timmins High has. In my book, the team from Windsor deserves a lot of credit. The Lasers did a great job here. They've got to hang their heads high. A silver medal is nothing to sleep at all. An excellent, excellent job by this team from Windsor. I think we can expect more from them in the future.
Okay, let's recap the game, going over the top scorers. As we said, Cotton had 17, 14 from Lumsden. Next top scorer for Barrie, they had 2 at 4. That was Tuddy and Bazook. Also in there, we had 3 baskets for Payne, and 3 points for Rideout as well. And then Chercoles with 2, and Dawson with 2 as well. Chercoles, an interesting story. I heard just a couple of minutes ago, I did not know this, that Chercoles is a Spanish exchange student in Canada for 1 year. Of course, Spain takes its basketball very seriously, and he stepped into the Barrie program quite easily.
I'll say he's also known as Senor SWAT. Some members call him that because he likes to get in there, play some defense, and when he gets in there, he likes to just swat them out like flies. And he's known for that. I was talking to a couple of people from Barrie, and they're really impressed with this kid. The only thing is, how do you get in the starting lineup when you've got guys like Lumsden 6'10", and you've got 6'8" Cotton? I mean, it's very difficult to get in, play power forward, and see what you can do at that situation because, let's face it, I mean, Barrie North is stacked. They're going to have a fantastic team for the years to come. It looks like they may be getting either Rideout back or possibly another one of their guards. If they do, they're in great shape. I think Barrie's guards, I think, were basically the key reason why they won by so much today, because they were able to handle Lopez and really didn't let Lopez operate. Rideout was able to hit the 3 and give them a lot of credit. They knew when to feed the ball to the big guys. A lot of, we tend to take a look at the power forwards and the centers and say, hey, you know, just give them the ball. Don't worry about it. The point guard's job is easy. Well, you know, it's not the easiest job in the world. I mean,
okay, I'm gonna slow you down here. We're running out of time, and just very quickly, I know it's gonna be tough, but very quickly, give me your all-star team, starting 5.
Okay, Lopez, I'd put him up at point guard. Cotton at power forward. Kreiner at center. I'd have probably put at the shooting guard spot, I'd probably put Nelson from the team from Cornwall. The small forward spot, that's a tough one right there because you've had so many great small forwards in that one. I'd have to think that you might put Payne in there. You may also put in a guy like Giannopoulos for St. Joe's as well. I think great tournament, something we haven't seen in a long time, and the quality of basketball is just A1 here.
Okay, Al, thanks a lot. We've had a great tournament here on Cable 12. You've done yeoman's duties, doing everything we could ask you to do, stepping up to the plate, as they say. I'd like to thank you for all your help and, of course, all the crew that we've had out. This is it. We're wrapping up our coverage from OFSAA 93. For Al Thrasher, this is Gary Schelling. For all the crew here at Cable 12, thanks for joining us this evening.